Well, I figured it'd be a good time to show the progress of my Stevens 200 build. And as you can see, it doesn't look the same anymore now that I've added on the Choat Ultimate Varmint stock, I believe is what it is. Um, Pretty much have it close to the way I want it. A few things I need to change. Well, the main thing I need to change is going to be the barrel. It still has the Sporter barrel. I mean, it's not a bad barrel. It shoots fine. But I'd rather have something a little thicker, a little more heavy, to keep consistency when I shoot multiple shots. And that seems to be the way to go to get a little bit better accuracy. So that's the next upgrade. Is going to be I'm in between putting one of the Savage Hog Hunter 20-inch stocks with it threaded on the end, or just go ahead and get a 24-inch bull barrel. So that's what I'm tossing up right now. It would probably be cheaper to go ahead and just get the Savage Hog Hunter barrel. I think I could probably grab one of those online for probably around $120. And it's a good barrel. It's a bull barrel, and it's threaded on the end for a muzzle brake if I decide I want to throw one of those on there, which might as well if it's threaded, for, I guess, a little less recoil felt. Even though with this humongous stock and a heavy barrel, I don't expect the recoil of the 308 to be too terrible. Just the stock, adding the stock alone to this put a lot of weight on it, and that's fine for me because I don't really plan on making this a deer hunting rifle. I'm actually in the market for a cheap 243 or maybe a 30-06, but I'm not too sure yet. But I'll end up buying another bolt gun to make specifically a deer hunting rifle. This is mainly a target bench gun. The scope I have on it right now is a cheap True Glow scope, so that's probably the priority right now, to change that out. It's actually not a bad scope, surprisingly, for 100 yards, even 200 yards. It's held at 0, and it's actually performed okay for testing and just making sure functionality was good. I actually got a really good deal on the stock. I got it online as well from a guy on a forum from the state of Virginia. He's from where I'm from, so I saw he was selling it. This is about a $200 stock, and I got it for I want to say it was $90 shipped to my door. So basically, I got it for half the price, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It doesn't even really look like it was used too much. So I mean, that's awesome. I plan on getting this stock regardless, and I was gonna pay the $179 or $180 anyway. So why not? I got lucky. This guy was selling it for the price that he sold it. So right now, total investment in this gun is not much. It's a $270 rifle with the scope. So basically paid $270 for the action barrel scope, and $90 for the Choat stock. I have one of the Winchester bipods on there. I got that from Walmart for like $40, I think. And then I sold the old stock, synthetic stock, for $25. So I mean, that recouped a little bit of money. Not a lot, but every little bit counts when you're talking about building a budget rifle. And I guess I'll probably be able to recoup a little bit as well from the barrel. The scope I'll keep, and I believe the scope mounts, the rings, I'll probably keep those as well. Those seem to be pretty decent rings. I'm actually not 100% sure what they are, but they seem to be working pretty well. And I actually like the way they look aesthetically, so I'll probably keep those. So I mean, barrel and a scope, and I'm ready to roll. The trigger on it is just the stock trigger. So I've heard that I can buy a Savage AccuTrigger and drop it in to the Stevens 200. So these are basically pre-AccuTrigger Savage 10s or 110s. So I've heard I can buy the AccuTrigger and actually drop it in. So maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll look around and hope one of these gun builders that have a lot of money to spare have upgraded to a, I don't know, like a basics trigger or something like that, and don't need their AccuTrigger, which the AccuTrigger to me is an aftermarket trigger and just as good almost for, considerably less. I'm sure somebody's going to disagree with that, which is fine. But the whole point of this build was to try to keep it under $600. So we'll see if I can do that. The barrel is going to be, well, all right, the point of the rifle itself, excluding the scope, to keep it under $600. The moment I buy a good scope, it's going to probably be close to $300 for just an entry-level good scope, I guess. So that's going to really skyrocket the total investment. I mean, the scope's probably going to cost as much as a gun did, which is, I guess, normal when you're talking about long-range shooting and target shooting. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But as of now, this is how I have it. It actually shoots great. I don't have any targets right now. I'll actually go out and shoot maybe tomorrow and try to get some targets. Come back with some results of what I can do at about 100 yards. By no means am I an expert marksman. I'm pretty average. But the more trigger time I get on the gun, hopefully the better I'll become. But yeah, this is just the update of the current state that it's in. And I mean, if you're building, I had this action in the rifle lying around a year, 2 years probably, maybe more, and before I came across the Choat stock, which is what I wanted to get, and that saved me $100 on my budget. So, patience is a virtue, I guess, and patience paid off. And now the next kind of thing I'm looking for is going to be a barrel. And I'm probably going to honestly stick with just a Savage factory bull barrel, heavy barrel. I can get, a Schillen or what is the other one? I can't think of the other name right now of the other company that makes Savage barrels. But they run all the way $300, and that's still, I mean, they're probably great barrels, and they're probably worth every penny. But the point of this is budget, and if I can get that 20-inch heavy barrel with threads on the end for $150, I'm gonna pay half the price and get that. So that's probably what I'll do: save cost and still get what I'm looking for out of the build. So hope you guys like it. I hope this wasn't too long.